And good evening. Welcome to the next episode of Champagne Conversations with me, Kim, and my darling Nikki over there in the corner over there. Hello, everyone.
Hey.
And today we gonna hurt a few feelings. We gonna hit a couple dogs. They gonna holler, but we
Oh, because
have
only
to.
hurt dogs holler.
Man, only hit dogs gonna holler, baby. And they gonna holler. They gonna scream all across the city. We gonna talk about female toxicity today. Yes, we can be toxic. We can be very, very, very toxic and very ugly. But before we talk about that, I just want to have a small moment of silence for the protesters, for everyone out there speaking on our behalf, for the deaths of George, Brianna, Ahmad, baby Tamir, everybody. All unarmed black men and women alike that have been killed due to police or civilian brutality. I'm gonna have just a small little second to honor them because we do care. So just thank y'all so much for what y'all are doing. We hear you, we love you, and we support you. All right, let's get back to the mess.
Let's
Female,
get into it.
let's get into it, baby. I just had to put that out there because it's on my heart. Because I'm for everything. I'm for it.
Yes.
And so today, right now, we're gonna start with stop being bitter, women, women, girls, whatever you want to call yourself today on this day. Let that bitterness go. You cannot live prosperously. I don't think I said it right, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Being bitter, y'all can't. Y'all have to learn to let it go. You cannot keep that on your heart. It's like just swallowing poison thinking that it's gonna hurt the other person. You the one being
Mm.
bitter. You the one that's holding that in, thinking that you're hurting somebody else. You're only hurting yourself. Ladies, if he does not want to be with you, let it go. Don't be bitter. Don't be, girl, we finna go on his page. Girl, he blocked me. You go get your page and see if you can find it. And we gonna screenshot this and we gonna harass. Ladies, please stop that. Let it go. The way he walked in, he can walk out. It's somebody out there. It's somebody for everybody.
I can't hear you right now. I don't know if your internet cut out, but and I don't know what anybody else is saying. But to add to that, I mean, has it ever worked? Has being bitter ever worked for anybody? Like, why? I don't get why ladies continue that behavior if it never works. Because I've never heard of it working. Have you ever heard of it working?
It never works. If anything, you will turn the man against you and anybody else who is trying to be in his life. Like you will ruin other people doing that. And it's not just
You're
women. It's just you ruining people by being bitter, by being ugly and just say, "Oh, you hurt me, so I'm gonna hurt you." Just learn how to let it go.
and then you're ruining your own happiness too, on top of that. Because you know good
Because
and well that don't feel good.
it doesn't. It doesn't. You having you just letting this person live rent free in your head.
Mm. People don't get that. They don't understand that, I don't think.
They don't, and they really do believe that they're hurting. the other people by being bitter, and only thing that you're doing is hurting yourself. And then you're turning everyone around you off. Because if you come to me with that craziness, for one, I'm gonna check you. I'm gonna tell you you wrong and what you doing. And then I'm gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna step back until you find yourself. Until you figure out what you got going on. I'm gonna leave you alone. Cause it's just that's not healthy. And I don't want it around me. And I know you probably don't want it around you.
Mm-mm. What you sipping
And
on?
also, and also with that, ladies, if y'all have a child together, because you know things like that happen, let that man see your child. Don't hang that child over that man's head because you're bitter, because you're hurt. Oh, so don't want to be with me. Well, if he can't be with me, then he can't see his child. Stop that. That's the most evilest thing you could ever do. Not only are you ruining that man's life, but you ruining that child's life. Because what? Just because he was, just because y'all did not work out, does not mean that that man is a bad father. Y'all need to check yourself on that. Y'all really do. Because I see some die-hard men out here hurting behind that. Because, I can't, he won't answer my call. Oh, well, he can't see his child if he don't deal with me. What?
Horrible.
You're making it harder on yourself. Because now this man don't want to deal with you. You're going to make it harder for yourself and you're going to make it harder for that child. And that's just horrible. God. Hey, Mike. Hey, Meg. I see y'all. Girl, we having internet issues over here, baby. I don't know if the sun is cooking the wires or something around here, but it was just like, hey, Kim finna start streaming up. We finna start acting stupid. All
Of
day it's
course,
been
that's always
fine.
how it goes.
All day. It waits till 5 to start cutting. But that's all right. But yes,
And
baby,
happy
stop.
birthday, Maggie. I know I'm all out of turn, but happy birthday,
Maggie!
boo.
Happy birthday, Maggie! And hey, Mike, we see you. Hey, darling, how are
Hey,
you doing today?
Mike.
And yes, we're going to move on. Learn to let go. That kind of ties in to being bitter because when you're bitter, because you can't let go, that
Mm-hmm.
that ties into that. Learn to let go. That's the easiest thing that you can do. It's the healthiest thing that you can do too, because you're not stressing yourself out, worried about what so and so doing, getting mad, making yourself mad. Just making yourself mad because you can't let go. Just learn to let go. It's okay. Everything does not work. Relationships don't work. That's why it's called relationships. More than one.
And if you can't do it on your own, there is no shame in that. Get freaking help.
Yes.
You'd be amazed at what therapy can do for a person. Like I've seen like people do a complete turnaround almost to where you don't recognize a person after they've gotten therapy. If you don't know
Yeah.
how to let go, you need help letting go, get help,
Okay.
please. You
Yes.
will thank yourself and you'll be a much better person because of it.
And
Because
you will
sometimes we
thank
can't
your
do it on our
therapist.
own. You sure will thank your therapist.
You will
But
thank your
sometimes,
therapist.
hey, there's some things we can't do on our own, and there is
Yeah.
no shame and no
It's none
harm
at all.
in getting help. That's what it's there for.
Exactly.
Take
Therapy is
advantage.
there to help you if you're having problems learning to let go. Because some people are hanging on to issues from years and years, and it's affecting how they work with people, how they're in relationships with people, how they deal. with people, how they deal with their own children because they cannot let go.
Mhm.
And like Nikki said, there's nothing wrong with going online 1-800, please find me a therapist, and finding you somebody to talk to. They have all
But
type of therapy.
sometimes people don't know where to start. You don't know where to start with therapy. They'll
Please.
give you all kinds of steps and homework and stuff that's going to make you a better person and get your mind out of that prison because that's what you're in. You have your own
Mm,
mind in a prison when you're bitter and refusing to let go of certain stuff. Especially if you can't change it on your own. If you can't change it on your own, let it go.
exactly, because you can't get upset over things that you cannot control. You can't. That's just like getting mad at the weather because it's hot. You can't control it. It's like
Because
getting
being pissed off, guess what? It ain't gonna change. You be pissed
you
off all damn day. It ain't gonna get
it,
no cooler.
at all. It ain't gonna get no cooler. So you either gonna deal with this heat or you gonna learn to deal. You gonna learn how to adapt. You just gonna have to let it go because there's nothing that you can do. And Maggie, we all had that problem. I had that
Hmm.
problem, baby. I just recently got my peace because I had gone through
Man.
hell and high water for years. And I literally had to go to therapy, baby. I was going once a week. Baby, I was emailing her, texting her. Baby, I know she got tired of me. That's fine. She got her money's worth out of me, though. She did.
Okay.
She, she got. Baby, I made her work for them coins. She got them coins, but she got me to where I was able to, be happy to let go of all that. Cause, babe, it was so much. It was, and it's no problem. We can help. We all need it. And if you don't feel like you need to go to a therapist, there are church groups. They have, clubs that you all women's clubs that you can go to. They have anonymous, all type of anonymous groups that you can go. I got, baby, they got. I look. I was like, they got abuser anonymous, alcohol anonymous. They got all type of domestic violence people that y'all can just go and just talk to each other. And I thought that was just so beautiful. Like, damn, I didn't know nothing about this. But it's out there
Hmm.
for people who probably don't have their insurance or probably just don't want to go to therapy because some people feel there's a stigma on people who go and sit on the couch. There's church groups, all type of things you can do. Just whatever you need to do to get your help, go get it, please. And
Yup.
it's another thing that, some people may not like this next subject, but some people need to learn this. Mm. We're going to take a moment of silence on that so they can read it and comprehend it and bring it into themselves.
Ooh, child.
Everything isn't about you. Everybody does not think like you. Everyone does not talk like you. Everyone does not share your same opinions and or ideas. Everything is not about you. And some people are 40 and 50 years old and do not know that everything is not about them. Learn to respect other people's opinions. Learn to respect other people's words because
Come on, Maggie.
what you feel is not what anyone else feels. If somebody pinch me, Nikki can't feel it, but I could tell Nikki that it hurts, and Nikki gonna understand that it hurts. Nikki gonna be like, "Girl, that ain't hurt. I didn't feel nothing." Like really, like everything's not about you. It's oh Lord, what you talking about, Mike?
Lord. And that everything is not a best. That is such a selfish. I don't know what word I'm looking for, but if everything
Selfish.
is
That's
always got to be about you, that is such selfishness, and none of your relationships will ever flourish if that's all it is. That's everything's got to be about you. Everything's got to be your way or the highway. If something don't go your way, it's hell to be paid. You're ruining
mm,
everybody's day. That's
mm.
just selfishness. And whatever relationship that is, it's not gonna flourish. And guess what? That whoever that you're in that relationship with, they're gonna get tired of your ass.
They gonna get tired,
They're gonna get
and it's
tired of
not.
it.
And it's not just in romantic relationships. That's in
At
friendships
all.
also.
In business too.
But come on, church. Come on,
Yeah,
church.
you can't be a selfish person, and
You can't
that's
because everybody
extremely toxic.
around you will stop fooling with you because you only see one way. And that's not even a healthy way to live. Like, how could you live like that? Like, everything has to be about me. Like, when I wake up in the morning,
Mhm.
it's got to be about me. We only eat what I eat. We only watch what I watch. You only think the way I think. You only talk the way I talk. Like, there's no, that's just arrogant. It really
That's
is. It's
another one.
selfish and it's just,
Oh.
that's arrogance. Like, the world is about me. Everything has to be about me. And only thing that is important is the way that I feel. And really, that's bullshit to the
Mm.
highest order because you will never, ever make it anywhere in life, in business. And this is my water, y'all. Don't judge me. And you'll never make it in life, in business, nowhere like that. You will be alone and miserable with your 25 cats. As
Ooh,
simple
that
as.
arrogance, boy. I don't. I'll probably never deal with a Leo again, because boy, them Leos and them arrogance and ego. Ooh, Jesus.
Well, Aquarius ain't no better.
Ooh, no, they not.
They ain't know what's a get, baby. I'm sorry, Aquarius. Okay, I say Aquarius men, gaslighting
Yes,
liars, because there is a difference.
definitely
Ga-
Aquarius men. Yeah,
gaslighting liars.
the
Just gonna
arrogance and ego is the
sprinkle that
MF.
out there. Oh, we got somebody coming on the line.
Mag.
Jessica, hey
Hey, Maggie,
Maggie,
birthday girl.
I know it.
Let me turn my stuff down. Wait a minute. I still got the YouTube one playing.
And yes, like Mike
Hey,
Why
said,
you
you take
getting
time to
ladies.
ready?
understand why you can have a lovely relationship with whomever.
You take the
He's
time to
spitting
understand why
facts.
what. I need you
If
to
you
elaborate, Mike. Take the time to understand why what. Why they selfish? Why they arrogant? Why they
right, like
toxic?
why they why they're like
What you
that.
talking about?
I
Yeah.
took it as why they're like the way that they are. Then
Mm,
they can have a relationship. So I basically saying, figure out what's wrong with you, fix it, and then you can be a better
hmm,
person, which is right.
hmm. Simply why. Okay. Relationship is giving to receive, not the other way around.
Yeah. And some people don't understand that. They feel that when they're in a relationship, oh, like as soon as y'all sit down and have y'all first double cheeseburger, then he got to pay the rent and pay your bills and take care of somebody else's child, and he got to pay your car note, and he got to put gas in your car, and he got, baby, what was you doing before you got this man?
Okay. Okay. My mama
Was you
always told
homeless
me to
before you
fend for
got with him?
yourself first.
Was your child naked before you got with him? Was your dog didn't have no food before you got with him? Like, how were you sustaining life before you got with this man? Like, as
Mm-hmm.
soon as y'all be like, yeah, we finna talk, then all of a sudden he got to do all this. No, everything ain't about you. Stop that. You were sustaining life before you got with this person, and it's not just women with men; it's women with women. Hey, however you go,
Mm-hmm.
I'm there with you.
Yeah.
So the other person does not have to sustain your life when y'all get together. Because if you got $5 and I got $5, we got 10. Not you got 10. We got 10.
Right.
So it's, and some people they just feel like once you get with them, you supposed to encapsulate your whole world around them. You know, I call him at work. He better answer the phone. And my ain't answering the phone. I'm calling him. But you clocked in at 9:50, 9:60. Calling this man. He know he at work. You.
I know somebody like that. And they will go
I'm
clean off on you if you don't pick up or
ooh,
respond or answer in a certain amount of time, baby. You will have hell to pay. They could have been asleep, but your ass going the fuck up. Excuse me. You going off because they didn't answer or they didn't respond to you in your window of a time period to where they you felt they
girl.
should have responded, and you going off, you burning clothes, you tearing clothes up, you burning up sneakers, you bleaching clothes,
This man come home from
baby,
work and
toxic,
he only got the clothes on his back because you done tore up everything.
Hmm.
toxic.
Man had a busy day.
Exactly. He out there fighting the police, the Rona, his job, and then got to come home and deal with you. Like,
Hmm. He probably tired of you.
yeah, I'm the type of friend that I will check you for your man.
Okay.
Like that's me because it's like you know that this man is doing right. You know he doing right by his kids. He doing right by you. You may not like that he got to get up and go to work, and he worked 10, 12, 13, 14 hours. He come home, he tired, and then he got to come home and fuss with you because you sent him a message at 8:05 and he didn't get back to you until lunchtime.
Child.
Make that make sense, please. I'm waiting because it's not making any sense. And it's like you don't do that. Like that's ridiculous. That
Like the ones that's got to
girl.
sit on the phone all day long with they mate. Like y'all been around each other all day long, but put me on the
Thank you.
speakerphone when you go to work, or what you doing right about now.
Or take a picture. Where you at? Oh, I may take a picture. What? Serious?
I got a sister
Oh,
like
it's
that. She got to have her dude on the car, speaker. I'm getting in the car with her. He on there. Like, what is? Why he got to be on the phone? Why you driving?
Girl. Hold on. I got one for y'all. Now, this the other way around because this is what I lived with. This is what I lived with. All right, I gotta get up, go 4 o'clock, get up. Now he come takes me to work, drops me off. We have one vehicle. I put in a little code, beep 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 beep, so SWAT don't come in on me because it is a dialysis clinic. And then somebody said, and as soon as I close the door, oh, you ain't called me fast enough. But you just dropped me off. I'm putting in the code so the police don't come in here and shoot me in this place. and they want to talk to me all while I'm making buy card, making sure the acid all right. I'm starting machines. I should be on the phone with you. What? And then text all day. If I didn't answer his text messages, he hit me on Messenger. If I didn't hit
Oh my
Messenger,
God.
he would hit me on Snapchat. If I did not answer Snapchat, he would call the business line.
See, that's ridiculous.
And I know women
But
don't like that.
let's stay on topic though. We're talking about toxic females.
Yeah,
I
Mm.
know
but
it's
something.
it's
That's what I said.
easy
And
to
I
get
got friend. I had a friend that was like that,
That's
and
why
I
I
had
got
to check
quiet because
her.
I had another story, but it wasn't about toxic females.
But I had a
yeah,
friend that was
let's
like
stay
that,
on
and I had
topic.
to check her because,
Oh
like,
yeah.
but see that I just had to put that story out there just to see, like, y'all was like, oh my god, he's doing that to you. I know females are like that. I may be looking
Yeah.
at you. Mm.
Sip.
Had to lubricate them
Right?
words so they could come out more clearly.
That tea.
Right. I may be looking at you. Get your baby Duval out. I'm so sorry that you had to deal with a woman like that, baby.
Lost his hair. Poor baby.
He said he
Poor
lost his
baby.
hair.
Mm.
This baby that
You
lost
have
him
to be more
edges.
careful.
Lost him edges behind this woman.
Mm-mm.
Don't do it. And this is something that a whole lot of women, be they black, white, orange, polka dots, stripe, pinstripe, kente cloth, all the other women, colored women out there. Hold yourself accountable for your own behavior, please.
Whew.
Hold yourself
And give
accountable,
that man a break. Let him miss you for a little bit. He got to
please.
hear from you all day long.
Yeah. People don't understand that.
I need my
And
space.
But
That's me.
yeah. But you know what a big part of that is holding yourself accountable for your own behavior? You know what your problem is? Your ass got hurt. You didn't heal from that hurt.
mm-mm,
And you tried to move on quickly and jump into something else. And you're giving that man the blues because you didn't heal from whatever you were hurting from before you met him. So that's a
because you
major part
didn't learn how to
of
do that.
holding yourself accountable. Yes, learn to let go, but how you
Mhm.
hold yourself accountable is if you heal first. You have to heal from whatever you went through prior to who you're with now. If you haven't healed, you ain't gonna do nothing but sabotage your current because you did not fully deal with and you did not fully heal from the hurt that was put on you from someone else. So now the
Exactly.
current person you're
Mhm.
with, you're giving that person the entire blues because you didn't do the internal work that you were supposed to do before you jumped into something else.
Mm, exactly. And whenever, well, going back to accountability, that goes for your words, that goes for your actions, and that goes to how you treat other people. You have to hold yourself accountable for all of your behaviors
Hmm.
because, yes, what you can't control what someone says or what someone feels, but you can control how you react. You can control how you feel, and you need to hold yourself accountable for that. Now, if you swing on somebody, hey, and you catch a fade, you should know that your behavior, you hold yourself accountable for that behavior and the outcome. Just like all these racist folks that's getting their jobs snatched from them,
Mm.
they are being held accountable for their behavior.
Mm.
They can't go in there.
They're
Oh,
coming out.
so no,
Yeah, now you sorry.
because your
It's too
chest
late.
was
It's what you
swole.
felt.
Your
Right.
chest was swole when you said it, so it need to be swole when you being held accountable for your actions.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's all about accountability, ladies. You know what you are
Mhm.
doing. You know how it makes other people feel, but you don't care because you want to lash out. You want to hurt people because you're hurting. No,
Mhm.
you need to hold yourself accountable for the people that you have hurt, for the words that you have said, be it a good outcome or a bad outcome. You need to hold yourself accountable to that. Like point blank, period. Like,
I say this, like you what you mentioned about the actions. Like you can say you love someone, but it's your actions, what you do, how you treat that person, how you talk to that person, and even
mm-hmm,
if whatever you're doing doesn't come to the light, eventually your actions or your change in behavior is gonna, it's gonna be revealed.
yeah,
So like you got to make that decision: is this worth the risk, or me, if I feel like I need to step out of my relationship, i I just let it go. Like I don't do that, you know trying to be with two people. It's stressing. So it's like I just,
Ugh.
even though my ex, he was like, you still cheating on me, like, but I'm not with you though. I just decided I didn't want to pursue this anymore. So he still used to hold it against my head. Well, you got with somebody real quick. You was so ready to get up. Like, whatever. Whatever. So yeah, I'm responsible for my own actions because I did jump, so but look, we're not together anymore. So that's just what it is.
Yeah.
exactly. And he's being held accountable for his behavior because now they're no longer in a relationship. Cause and effect. People is cause and effect out here in this world.
Said you're mine forever. No, no, no. That's that mindset he used to do. My ex, well, he future ex-husband, but you always gonna come back to me. No, no, sweetheart, I'm okay.
Mm-mm.
I used to run
Mm-mm.
back and forth, but I got
Mm-mm.
women. They know when they've had enough.
They do. When like old boy said, I ain't gonna say his name. When a woman fed up, ain't nothing you can do.
Mm.
That's so yeah. Just hold yourself accountable for your behaviors, be they positive or be they negative. Because even
Do the
things you have
work.
done, and
Do the necessary work.
you have to right those wrongs and do what has to be done to make it right. That's accountability. Saying,
Mhm.
this is what I've done, this is wrong, it will not happen again, and this is what I have to do to make it right. And you take it from there. Don't go back. Don't be like, oh, well, back in 1954, you hit me with the stone, and I still got the bruise right here, it hurt. But that person didn't hit you again. That person never did what they
Oh
did.
my god, I hate that bringing up this. Oh, you remember when this? Like,
You
didn't we just
can't
get
bring
past
it
this and
back.
you said you was over it? Why are we talking about it again?
If we talk about it and you say, I'm sorry, it will never happen again, and it does not happen again, and y'all are moving forward, y'all doing what y'all have to do, and then all of a sudden you wake up with a hair in your ass and be like, you know what you did? I'm sick of you did this last week. But we talked about that last week, and I put the toilet seat down. I ain't left the toilet seat up no more since last week, and you ain't fell in, but you still mad because I left the toilet seat up last week. I'm sorry. I told you I didn't do it. You have to. I'm making light of it because that's just me, but that's real life. Like once the person has said what they did, they're sorry about what they did, and they're doing the necessary steps to get back in good, and they don't do it again. They literally do not do it again. You have to,
But you
make,
keep bringing it up.
and then you keep bringing it up. Like what? That's counterproductive. They held themselves accountable, but you still dangling it over their head.
Mhm. Especially they saying they sorry, they owning up to it. You gotta give them that.
Well, right. You gotta. I mean, if it was your decision to still deal with this person,
Mhm.
you have to give them that. You have to give it to them. You have to go by their word. You have to trust what they're saying. You have to trust their process, and you have to leave it at that. What's dead is dead. It whatever that is dead. It should be buried, like back there with a little gravestone, and you shouldn't go back to it. It's gone, and that person has held themselves. Well, they took accountability for their action, and
It
you have
kind
to
of
take
goes
it for
back
that.
to what you said about letting things go.
Right.
Hmm.
It goes back to that. You honestly, if you're gonna move on from it, you really have to honestly let the
You
past
have
go
to let it
if
go.
you want to move forward and get better.
Definitely.
Yes. And well, is there anybody in the peanut gallery that will have anything to say? We'll address the comments.
Not the peanut gallery.
Uh-oh, did we miss somebody leave?
How we lose Kim?
How you gonna check the peanut gallery and
Right. Too funny. I don't
there she
think I
go.
have any more.
I don't know what happened.
That's
Mm.
funny.
Well, this computer that he got, I'm scared to touch it. Like I got my hand on the mouse and then something just went. I'm scared. I'm terrified for my life. I don't know what.
Well, that's too fancy over there for me.
Girl.
Okay. When I was over there, I was scared to touch it. Your computer is a terrorist.
I ain't know.
It looks way too technical for me.
I'm like, oh, honey, this worse than a gateway over here. I don't know what stuff everywhere. I was like, oh, but yes, we would like if anybody in the comments would like to say. I was gonna open up the phone lines, but then I was just like, I see too much stuff over here. I'll probably do it next time when I learn how to actually do it.
Yeah.
Cause I'm not gonna lie and say I don't know how to do it.
Look, somebody finna set it up. Look.
See,
Right.
good. Look at here you go.
Hmm.
Work it out. Work it out. Work it out.
Uh, he showed me how to do the phone line. Lord, I hear him
And
calling.
scroll the
Ooh,
numbers.
this gonna be interesting. Who all on?
Ain't it though?
Okay.
Tell your friend to tell a friend to come on.
Right. I'm about
Come
to
watch.
comment on Facebook. Call in.
Right, let's put the
Don't be
number up.
scared.
Don't be scared and stuff.
Don't be scared. We ain't gonna bite.
There we,
Ooh, I like
look,
that.
look, see, look, there go the finger. There we go. So what?
There we go. Phone number.
Phone lines are open.
Oh, there it is.
There we go.
Oh, there
Lord,
go
my God.
Mike. Here we go.
This about to be fun. Okay. No, he ain't there yet. Lord have mercy. But anyway, we can still look through these.
Mr. Producer back there.
Right, girl.
Right.
He going downstairs. Girl, he was standing right here. No, is he gonna call or not? Cause we sitting here looking. He ain't called. I think it make like a noise or something when somebody
Oh, I
call.
like that comment that Mike said. Why do men have to prove every aspect of their life in order to gain a woman's confidence? Oh, there you go. I like that.
I do
Mm.
too. And it depends on what women that you're dealing with. Woman. I did that. It depends on what woman you are dealing with, because some women are mature enough to come in. You've done your part. You know, I've done my part. You know, we all have passed. We either gonna live together and we're gonna work through it. But you also have to. Me, I just the way I am in my life right now, I just don't feel like a man has to prove every aspect of his life to me. That's just me. But I mean, there are women out there that do. You know, they want to see check stubs. They want to meet your
Mm.
mama, your
You gotta
grandma,
bring the sun, the moon, the earth.
the sun, moon, earth. You know, and I mean, there are women out there that are like that. And I mean, it's really up to you if you want to deal with it.
Yeah, because again, my guess would be they got hurt in the past because somebody faked the funk and they went off of their word by itself.
Mm-hmm.
And it turns out that person was the
Turn
opposite
your
of
mic
what they
down,
claimed to
somebody.
be.
Mike, I know that you on the call.
Yeah, turn your mic down, Mike.
So yeah, my guess would be that person got done wrong previously. They got lied to and they got bamboozled and they didn't heal from it. So they're
Exactly.
putting you through the ringer because they didn't heal from that past hurt. So it's up to you whether or not you're gonna go, you're gonna jump through them hoops to prove you are who you say you
Guilty.
are. That's totally up to
Guilty.
you.
Yeah,
But
that's
I'm
the
guilt.
guilty.
reason is the reason is that lady got hurt before. That person was not who they claimed they were, and they got bamboozled. So now, in order to try to avoid getting bamboozled again, baby, she wants proof. You are who you say you are.
Exactly. And I guess you
You
just supposed to take her for face value. Cause I'd have been like, well, who are you? What have you done? I mean, that's just me. Because if I gotta prove who I am, we might well go. Let's pull this table out and we finna put
we
everything
we
out on.
both yeah we both gonna put it on the table.
We all finna put it out on the table.
Because really,
And
in today's age, who hasn't been hurt? Who hasn't been done wrong? Who hasn't been bamboozled? But the key to
especially at
all
our
of that
age.
is, yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm 40, about to be 41 on June 12th. At this point, everybody has been through it. But the
Oh.
whole key to that is healing from it. You can't
Mm-hmm.
put you can't put your current or the next person, through the ringer because of what happened in your past. This
Exactly. You can't.
period.
And I mean, you really don't have to. You don't have to prove every aspect. I mean, you either take
No,
what I say at face value or you don't.
just see
Cause
that's a
I'm
that's a choice. Whether you
right.
you
That's a
jump
choice
through them
that you take,
hoops, that's your choice.
and that goes for women and men. Like that's
Hmm.
just what you. I, I'm not gonna put up with it. I don't feel like I have to prove myself to you in order to be with
Hmm.
you.
Hmm.
So therefore, you ain't the only person out here in this world. Deuces.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess it. I guess it was hung up. I'm not understanding.
I was gonna say I thought somebody
Hey,
had
what's
something to
up,
Oh,
say.
y'all?
there you go. There
Oh,
you
okay.
go.
I hear on there.
Hey.
Playing possum. Hey, Mike, darling, how are
How y'all doing?
you?
I'm
I'm
terrific. I
great.
want to address Nikki right quick. She's trying to call me
Okay.
out, okay?
There you go.
Uh-oh.
Chick, that ain't happening. You can't call Mad Mike out, okay? It ain't happening. You don't do that to Mad Mike, all right?
How did I call
I
you
said
out,
you
sir?
guys are beautiful, all right? Every last one of you
But how
are
did I call
absolutely
you out
beautiful. I
though?
Thank
love you
you.
guys. And um, the question that I had, you pretty much explained this to me, but want to expound on it just a little bit, is that most women, and this is just my opinion on this, and I think this is a widespread issue as far as African American women are concerned is that most men don't want to have to deal with the fact that with an African American woman that he has to prove every aspect of his life, not only his vision in life, if he got a big dick or not. Like I want to see your dick, I want to see your paycheck, I want to see how well you are with my kids. Are you cool with my friends? Like every aspect of our life as an African American man. Well, even if it's a white guy, all right, Hispanic guy, African American women want you to prove every aspect of their
Oh
life.
my God.
Even if you're with them. Even if you're with them. You make the choice and the decision. You spend all day talking on the phone, like Megan was saying, talking on the phone with them. You having conversations with them. You done told them secrets that you've never said to anybody. And that's never good enough. It's not quite good enough. Why is it that African American women in particular, again, this is my stance on this. This is what I've seen. Why is it that we have to? Why is it that African American women have to have every aspect signed, sealed, and delivered?
It all comes down to them being hurt probably more than once and them not trusting. They're having trust issues, they're hurt, they can't let things go that have happened to them. They probably have suffered some kinds of traumas because of trusting somebody. So now they got this
Mm.
big, thick wall up, and she just gave you just a little
Oh,
pickaxe to try to get through to gain her trust. And that's just because she just does not trust. She wants to be with somebody, but she cannot trust anybody. And that comes from deep, deep, deep down hurt. Because whoever that is, they'd have been through, probably been screwed over, dragged, and everything else in their relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And now they just have a coating over them to protect them. And it
thank
just
you,
comes from hurt.
Boomster.
Thanks, Boom.
Yeah.
That's
Me
that's the only thing
personally,
I can say.
it was like my
Yeah, and
oldest kid's
a part two
baby.
of this question,
Go ahead.
a part two of this question, if
Okay.
I can do this very quick, and I'll let you guys have the floor. Um, Me personally, this is just how I feel about a situation, and me, everybody know how I am. I'm pretty see-through. I'm pretty see-through. I'm pretty much, you gonna get what you gonna get from me. I have a hard time hiding and masking, my feelings, my emotions. Like, if I feel something about it, even if it isn't a good idea, your boy is gonna speak on it. And for me, even when I make that decision to be with a woman, I'm not giving up easily. Even if it's I'm at putting myself at risk, at looking like a punk, seeming like a buster, all this other stuff, all this other nonsense that people, seem to think at times. Like, for me, I feel as though it's like, if you truly love somebody, you would take that extra step to be that buster, to be that guy who is vulnerable, to be that woman who is vulnerable. For me, that is true love. I don't give up on people easily, because this is exactly why the world is the way it is. Everybody's so eager to just fucking give up. that the slightest thing that goes wrong, at the slightest sign of trouble, of, distaste, dislike for whatever the situation is, listen to this person, listen to that person, listening to the voices in your head that you can't do this, you can't do that. Why should I give up? Why should I give up on a person that I absolutely love? Tell me, why should I give up on a person that I truly love? Do you think it's a good idea to seek after someone and you know that this person absolutely would do anything for you, give you the absolute world? Why? Why should I give up? And why should that person say, you know what, it's just not worth it? You know what I'm saying? It's not worth it. You should just leave me alone. You know that person deep down in the heart, they share that bond, that common bond with you. You love them. They love you. And for whatever reason, two egos, coming together and saying, we're not going to do this just based on just egos, to be honest.
In a
Why?
situation like
that's
that,
my issue.
That's a very heavy and complex question. It has lots and lots of answers. One answer is yes, you can love someone with your whole entire heart, but you also need to love yourself.
Mm.
And it goes back to that. Some people could, like, how can people like divorce someone like after 50 years? Or how can someone be in a relationship with someone 10, 20 years and then they just leave? You don't know, for one, you don't know what they've been through.
Mm-hmm.
In those 50 years, you don't understand what goes on within a relationship. And you
Oh
also
yeah.
have to realize that you have to love yourself enough to know, yes, I love you, but I also have to love myself. Because when I wake up
Mm.
in the morning, I have to deal with me. When you wake up in the morning, you have to deal with you. When I'm alone, sitting there looking in the mirror, I only see myself. I don't see the person that I am with. So therefore, you have to learn to love yourself. And with loving yourself, you have to learn when to let go. You have to learn when this is enough, because you can't be peace for someone else if you're not peace for yourself. And those are words that my therapist told to me. You cannot be someone else's peace if you are not peace to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time when she
Absolutely.
said that, I was like,
She's right.
okay.
She or he. Mm-hmm.
But she was absolutely right. You have to learn when to shut that love off, because love also is a weapon. People can stab you in your heart a million times with that word love. If you love me, you will
Mm.
do this. I love you. I can't believe that you
Mm.
feel like that. And I love you. They use that
Toxic.
word love as a weapon. But you have to learn how to control that word and give it back to yourself. And you can still love someone and not talk to somebody. You can catch that on the way home.
Mm-hmm.
You can still
Mm.
love someone and not fool with them.
Oh man.
If you
I
catch
say
what
it
I'm
comes down
throwing,
to if that person is ready to.
that also.
Because you can be everything to a person, but if that person is truly not ready to settle down and be with you, or There's nothing you can do or say to convince them to love you. Like like I was saying, my kid's oldest dad, it took me literally 3 years to get with my husband now. Like I had a wall up. Like you had to prove the world to me for me to even break down and get with you. I mean, I was dating and I was having a good time, casually dating. But for me to settle down with someone, it took a long time. Like you had to, like our conversations had to be about what I wanted to hear, to be honest. Like you need to be on a committed attitude. Like you need to be talking like that. Cause I was doing that little part-time thing with people and it got old and I got sick of it. Like after a while, you're still in your bed by yourself. You're
Mm-hmm.
still alone. Like you can't reach out to them and voice your feelings and opinions because it's like you guys not supposed to be attached like that. Y'all just mutual. So when you get a little older, you get tired of that. Like you want to settle down with somebody you can, call when you're going through it. Cause I got extreme anxiety, so I have to vent to someone. I can't do it with my children. I can't do it with my family because they don't understand. So I need someone that's going to understand me and understand what I'm going through and not be judgmental. Because your friends, oh, you can call me whenever, but they always, like, I have a friend now that doesn't listen. She's always like, I'm there for you, but she's not really there for me. I was like, I talk about my things, but it's always
Mhm.
about her. So you're really not listening to what I got to say. And so I feel like I'm alone. So I need that companion that I can vent to, talk to, tell all my secrets and everything to. And you're not going to take that and run it to your friends. And, it's going to be between me and you can say something back to it. So it took me a long time to get with my husband. It was like 3 years because my baby's the well, they're both of my baby fathers, but the oldest, he cheated on me and everything. So I was scarred. I was hurt. And I'm still am like now because his even him, he did me exactly like the first. They do that. Oh, I'm not going to be like that. I'm not like that. And he just talked so nasty to me. And he was pretty much the same person. It was like, you know what? You're just like him, to be honest. And it seemed like I attract the same type of people for some reason. So yeah, for me to like really love someone and get with someone new now, it's gonna it's gonna take a whole lot, to be honest. Like I'm 2 times, I can't do it 3 times. It's gonna
Mm.
take me a minute to like really trust somebody, to be honest.
Yeah, and that's okay because you know what you've been through and you know what you have to do in order to make yourself whole, and you've acknowledged that. And so
That
therefore
part.
you
Hmm.
you acknowledge, like some women don't acknowledge, yes, I've been hurt. Yes, right now I'm torn. Yes, right now I'm bleeding on the inside. I am not really good for anybody right now. It's some women who cannot say that, but they've been through every 2, 3, 4 weeks. They posting up on Facebook with Bay. I'm like, so
A
last
different
Bay had a
one.
bald fade. Where the dude with the locks come from? You know,
Or you got some of those women that can't be lonely. You do got those type of women.
Oh,
yeah, they cannot be
that.
alone. And sometimes they need someone to fill in that void so they're not alone. And it's like they're afraid when they
Mhm.
get alone with their thoughts and with their feelings, then they have to deal with their hurt. They have to deal with their pain. And so I guess they feel that another relationship is a distraction from their pain. No, my baby girl is not. Get some help.
It's not gonna work. It's not gonna
It's
work.
not.
Mm-mm.
You're going to be a wreck. You're going to be a mess. And you're going to be a bitter old lady sitting in the house, and your children and nobody else going to want to be around you
And
because
some
you
men
bitter.
can see that you're
Hmm.
vulnerable
Yeah, and some men prey on
and
it,
take advantage of it, take
and some
full advantage of it.
yeah, people prey on that. They really do, and it's really sad that there are women out there who prey and have relationships with people that they see are vulnerable, or they feel that they are weak minded because they can get what they want out of them. And that's but this is about toxic females, so we can
I
talk
was gonna
about that
say that's
too.
toxic as fuck.
It's
That's
toxic.
toxic.
It's it's some of y'all excuse my let me it's some cutthroat hoes out there who
Ooh.
see that they prey on the vulnerable. They prey on the weak to get what they want out of someone. That I call them emotional vultures because they will
Mm,
bite down and they will suck you dry. They are
hmm.
manipulative.
Mm-hmm.
They are evil. And that's all they do. Go around and sucking all the emotions out of people, throwing them to the wayside and going off to the next one.
Mm-hmm.
And that, baby girl, you need help. Those are the women that you have to prove everything to. Those are the women that you have to post them on social media. Why you don't post no pictures of me? You out here doing it. Why you don't post me? Why you don't talk about me? Why does me? Oh, you don't care about me because you don't do this. And oh boy down the street, he got his girl this, and you ain't got me nothing for my birthday coming up. Oh, I want to do this. Oh, you can't do. Oh, why you can't do this for me, baby girl? You are sucking that person dry. You are
And not
killing,
everything need to
emotionally
be
killing.
on social media. Your relationship don't necessarily have to be on social media. Like the
Mm-mm.
best relationships is off social media. And nobody even know who you dating, but you're happy.
Well,
That's
because
all that matters.
yeah, because I really think that like if folks are on Dex's page, I mean they know of me, but like pictures all up and down his page,
Yeah.
no.
Like you know what? People like that, like my ex, the first kid's dad, like they do that, you know, broadcast their love, but you know what? They're not happy. They're miserable. So people put
Mm.
on a
Yeah.
show,
See.
put on a whole you know, Mother's Day, Father's Day, birthdays, oh my love, but they ain't even sleeping in the same bed.
Girl, say it again for the people back there who ain't hear you. I got some folks down the
And
hallway. Might
see,
need to say
there's
that
there's
again.
a difference. There's a difference in being private with your personal life and your significant other being a secret. Don't nobody want to be a secret.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
So as long as you can differentiate what your situation is, if you know with that man you're not a secret, why are you worried about being posted?
Because
If
I
everybody else that's
As
important
long as
know
long as you're
about
not a
you,
secret,
right.
right? As long as you're not a secret, then girl, let that go.
Like if you ain't seen his mama, or like if his sister called or something, you don't know nothing about his sister or anything like that, baby girl, you might be a secret. But if you're with this man, y'all go everywhere.
Right
You
now, if
you go to
family, if
cookouts.
your
You
immediate
know,
family don't know,
mama know, sister, auntie, grandma, she 95, but she still know who you are. You know, things like that. If the people who are around and his intimate circle know who you
Mm-hmm.
are. If you can go up to his job and they be like, "Hey, your girl here," you not no secret. Like
Yeah.
some
Social
people
media
thrive.
ain't that ain't nothing. That ain't
It's nothing. It's a facade. Like literally, I've seen people like damn near half dead. Their camera come on, they like, and then the camera cut off, and they
Uh
like,
oh.
"Get me, oh Lord, I'm about to fall out." You know, stuff like that. A picture ain't. I'm sorry, a picture ain't shit. A post ain't. None of that is important. All that is fake. All that can be. You ever heard of a photo shoot? You know, things are not
you can
that,
be a
that
character.
and it's crazy. And girl, it's hardly any pictures of me on Dix's page. What the
But we know you know what I'm saying? Like we know who you are though. So
right?
that's all that matters.
And that's crazy to me. Like some women, they gotta be posted every day. Like this man laying in the bed, crust in his eye, breath stinking, and you taking a picture laying next to him posting him. Really? Why? I don't want to see this man eye boogers. Why? Is you doing that? Like is you have to be that's just not irrelevant. I just
Some women
that's
just gotta
irrelevant.
prove they're with someone.
Stop
It's
that.
just all about just something to talk about. Like, yeah, I got a man. Look at this and look at him. Oh, he's asleep.
I never understood that. Like I just be sitting there like, why is you posting a picture of this man laying in the bed next to you, and y'all got a mattress on the floor and a sheet
Oh,
on your window, like you embarrassing yourself. Stop. He got a hole in his sock. Leave that man alone. We don't want to see that. Leave him alone. Let him sleep. He tired. Just got out work. And babe, what is folk out there like that? Lord, babe. Everybody knew about me. Y'all knew about me before y'all saw me. But there are no pictures on me on his page. And I mean, I'm a picture person. He's not. I take pictures all the time. Some I post, some I don't. I kind of post less now because that's a whole nother subject. But yeah, stop that. You don't. We ain't even talking about accountability no more, baby. We done went all the way left. They about,
I know we don't.
but see, we just have a girl talk. We just talk about all the toxic things that folks do all around. So hey, right now it's kind of free fall because we really went through that. Now we're just going back and elaborating on everything, which is fine. The phone lines are empty. If y'all, I mean, empty. Jesus, my water bottle empty, y'all. Not in the back of my mind, I'm upset because
Where
the
your
phone lines
producer
are
at?
open.
Producer, where the water?
Right.
I have to up my intake of water. My doctor said so. I've been. Oh, hold on, that hurts. Drinking this
Oh,
beautiful
oh.
thing. Yes,
It's pretty
this
big.
is. Yeah, I'm trying to get at least two of these in a day because I had to.
This look
Since we're in
like a
this dry
gallon.
heat,
Right.
that, and then they said it will help with my healing because I'm not getting any strength in my arm, and they want to make sure everything is all right. And baby's a whole other thing. That's a whole nother. Baby, that's gonna be a whole nother show. What's wrong with Kim? We gonna need a whole nother show for that.
Like who broke down?
Who broke down the most? My whole shoulder had to be repaired. I told up, baby. Well, we better bring this all to a close. It's time for our last sip where everyone just says their piece before we go. We're gonna start with the lovely Nikki today on her last sip.
Uh, my last tip. is if I'm staying on the topic of tonight's discussion, is do the work that needs to be done internally. Because if you skip that part and you just try to jump ahead to the next thing, and that's always your go-to, something ends, you're on to the next. That ends, you're on to the next. That ends, you're on to the next. Guess what the common denominator is? You. You're the common denominator for why that next thing and that next thing and that next thing never works. Because you have not dealt within yourself what you need to deal with. If you've been through trauma, you've been through hurts, you have to heal first. You have to be alone and happy with yourself first before you can even think about being happy with somebody else.
Mm.
And that somebody else might be temporary happiness, but it's not going to work because ultimately you haven't healed from what you dealt with prior to that person. So if you don't do the work, nothing and no one will work for you because it's gonna continue to sabotage. You have to heal and you have to do the work internally to fix that toxic you, because you're the one that's toxic. You have to fix that before you can ever expect anything to work going forward. So you can't be lazy. You can't just mask that pain underneath somebody else. It's not gonna work. That's all I have to say about that.
You're absolutely right. Darling Maggie, what's your last sip for the night?
You know what? My last sip is be honest with yourself. Basically, if you are not ready to be with somebody, don't lead them on. Don't play with their emotions, cause and then you get bored, and then it's like, you know what? I don't even want to be with you no more. Like, be real with yourself. Like, if you're really not interested in that person, don't pursue them. Don't lead them on. Don't get what you're gonna get out of the situation, because men hurt too. They
Mm.
do, and I've been there. I mean, I admit I played that game before, and I got an ex now that just he won't let it up that I broke his heart. And I was just like, you know what? I wasn't ready. Like he proposed to me and everything, but it was just like, I don't think we're on that level right about now. And I threw his ring and everything, but I played that game with him though, because he was all about the gifts and I'm gonna just show you everything. And I was just like, yeah, come on, give it to me. Give it to me. But I was wrong because I know I wasn't serious about that situation. But that was me when I was younger. So me, I'm a little older now. So it's like if I don't feel like I want to be with you, I'm not gonna play around and play these games with you. I'm a little too old for that. So
Mm.
some women do that though.
Yeah,
So it's just
some
like
do.
be honest with yourself. If this is somebody you want to really be with them. But if you don't want to be with them and it's just a booty call or whatever you want to call it, let them know. Like, look, we just want to fuck. That's it. That's all I want to do. Be upfront with. I'm just saying, be upfront with that person. Like, if you just want to cut buddy and that's all you want it to be, we just want to hang out and go out on dates and everything else. Let them know. But you got to be honest with yourself about that to that person because he might catch feelings. You never know. Then you got this whole problem. He's stalking you. He's watching your Facebook. He watching you flirt on everything. Oh, you giving him some attention. Be real with this person. Be upfront with this person. what your intentions are and see what he's looking for. Like if y'all can come mutually together and say, okay, this is what we're gonna be, there's no issues. But if you really not into it like that, but you're playing it and having some fun, and then he getting his little feelings, don't get mad if he's gonna be stalking you and doing all this because you led him on. So you got to be real with yourself sometimes. We do. We
Yeah.
do. That's my last sip. Be
Oh,
honest.
my last sip. I'm gonna try to tie it into our little thing. Ladies, be black, white, Asian, Hispanic, dog, cat, gerbil, mouse, everything. Learn how to love yourself and do the necessary things that you need to do in order to heal. Some people experience trauma early in life. Some people experience trauma late in life. Trauma is trauma. Do what you need to do to heal, to make yourself whole again. You'll never be the same, of course, but you will be better than what you were so that you can go forth in this world and be productive. You'll be able to smile, you'll be able to laugh, you'll be able to love, you'll be able to be genuine because you are whole. You'll be able to handle yourself correctly because you are whole. Because a lot of these people, well, a lot of women who are having these mental breakdowns, who are being abusive, who are doing, that's all because they're not able to handle their emotions. They're not able to process things that have happened to them. You have to heal. You have to be honest with yourself and say, I am the problem. I am the one that is hurt. And I am the one that needs to get the help because everything that you do is going to fail. Your relationships are going to fail. Be they with your significant other, be them with your children. Because there are some children out here who cannot wait to become 18 so they can leave. Because their mother is so toxic and so hateful and so berating to them because their mother has not healed. And we need to stop that. We need to get the help that we need in order to be better mothers, better wives, better sisters, better aunts, better grandmothers. Baby, there's some grandmas that need to go sit on the couch because they are hurt. I've sat back and listened to my grandmother speak. My grandmother is over 90 years old. I've heard stories from when she was 6 to when she was 66. My grandmother has been through a lot. And she's one of the most beautiful people you will ever meet in your life. She's still so sweet. She's still so loving because she did what she had to do to heal. And it's never too late. I went to a psychiatrist, Lord, I was 35, 36 years old. I had been through almost 20 years
Mhm.
of BS.
It's never too late.
It's never too late to heal and become a better person. And that's what we have to do. We have to become better people. So we're just not some cancerous, emotional filled void that just sucks the life out of everybody around us. Who wants to be that person? Not me. Hopefully, not you. And so we have to heal. We have to hold ourselves accountable and we have to do better. If not for somebody else, for yourself. Because that takes a lot of energy to be hateful. It takes a lot of energy to be bitter. That you don't get tired. I'm tired talking about it. Tired. Shoulder hurt, back feel heavy. Just talking about bitterness and just because I'm not that person. I'm not. I'm might be an asshole, but I'm not bitter. But whole nother story. Whole nother story. But do what you gotta do, baby girl, to get yourself in order. And with that being said, we're gonna end this. Until next time, keep it classy.
Hey, bye, y'all.